Risings, my darlings. How are we all doing today? I hope that we're all doing absolutely swell. I sure am. There we go. Everything is loaded, which is brill. Just pop in everything on charge. That needs it. See me one sec. Let's just let people get in first. How is everyone doing? I hope that we're all doing absolutely well. Also, a new Call of Duty comes out tomorrow. Can't wait. Can't wait. There we go. Everything's on charge. Everything is on charge now. Literally, y'all. Don't ever get the amount of stuff I have. You don't want it. Now, how are we all doing today? We all having a good day? We all having fun? Yeah. But no, it's paid live today, my darlings, so everything is paid. Yes or no's are free, as always. But yeah, how are we all doing? We all having good? My business is booming, my darling. Yes, thank you. Also, don't forget we do have a wish list. I've got one item in there that has 3 items in that one item. Okay, so when someone purchases that one item, I buy 3 things from it. Okay, but it's got 3 different decks in the same item. Hello, Queen. How are you, boo? I'm doing amazing, thank you, my darling. I'm doing amazing. I've just got one of my new tarot decks out. Congrats on the business booming. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, boo. I feel like I'm shuffling one of those photos that you waft. I do. Will Joe and your mum get on really well when they meet this month? Let's see. Thank you for the heart, mate. I feel that they will, my darling. Yes, yes, they will. Yes. Thank you for the heart, means. But yeah, yes or no's are free. Anything else is paid. I'm very good, thank you, my darling. I'm very good. Hello, Somna. How are you, boo? You're welcome, my darling. You're very welcome. I am having to look at 2 different screens because TikTok isn't showing on my Streamlabs for some reason. But hey, hi. We can deal with that. Let me just change decks. Okay. Oh. Yeah, don't forget to check out my Buy Me a Coffee wish list. We do have some amazing decks. We have 3 amazing decks in there. We do, but that as one deck. So you got 3 amazing ones, but it's classed as one. And you're probably thinking, how is that possible? It's because of the way I did it. Of course, you can ask a yes or no. Give me 1 sec, we're just switching my deck up. I just need to take something out of this deck. In this deck, we have like two different types of lovers. So I just need to take out 2 of them, which is the female lover to lover and the male lover to lover. We just want the normal lover to lover. There you are. Hello, Claire. I'm doing good, thank you. Hello, MN. How are you, my darling? Hello, Rainforest. Does Rob want to reach out to talk to you? Let's see. Hello, Anya. I feel like they do want to reach out to talk to you, my darling. Yes. Thank you for the lovely gifts, my darlings. Will your agency profit at least 18k USD till the end of the year? Let's see. Yes, my darling. Yeah. Back to work. What, after just leaving high school, Anya? How is your work, my darling? How you doing? How you doing? Will Q give you a monthly allowance after marriage? Let's see. Yes, my darling, yeah. Nothing is impossible, my darling. The moment you believe everything is impossible is the moment it becomes impossible. Will Ben ask you to be his GF soon? Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, the moment you go, it's impossible, is the moment you fail. Okay? Will our check up on you in the future just to see what you're doing? Let's see. I feel he will, but I feel like he'll take some time before he actually does. Okay, but yes, he will. Is TJ missing you? Let's see. No, not at the moment. Will Jane you be in a relationship by Christmas? Let's see. Yes, you will be in a relationship by Christmas. Welcome in, Subi. Are M and A still going to file soon for divorce and just getting through holidays for the children? Let's see. Thank you for the heart, me. Yes, my darling. Yes, they are. Okay. Hello, Miss Gold. How are you, boo? We'll see and you a birthday wish. We'll see. Oh, we'll see send you a birthday wish. Let's see. He will. Yes. Yeah. Will you be in a relationship by Christmas? I think we answered that, but let's have a look. Yes, you will. Please don't spam your questions, my darlings. I can see them. Reconciliation with S before the end of the year, beginning of 2026. Let's see. Yes, my darling, there will be a reconciliation between those 2 dates, my darlings, okay? If you'd like a message, my darling, link in bio. Will you have any more grandchildren? Let's see. Will you have any more grandchildren? Let's have a look. Let's see. No, I don't feel like you're going to have any more grandchildren right now, my darling, no. Not as of this moment. Thank you, Crystal. Not as of this moment. But yeah, link in bio if you'd like to book a reading. Don't forget to check out my price list. And yes, I'm drinking a 1.25 litre of Lipton iced tea. As you do. Casually. Hello, Suvani. How are you, boo? If you'd like to know if there's any readings this stream, you do have to pay for your readings. You just don't have to pay for yes or no's. I am very good, thank you, my darling. I've got post being delivered today, but I don't know what it is because it's done by every. It's done by every driver, so I'm just there like, will you sell the home on Halifax on November the 24th? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, you will, my darling, yes. Will Molly talk to N again soon? They will. We're looking around about 9 months before they talk again, okay? Thank you for the follow. We get your settlement by Christmas. Yes. You're going to get a nice hefty one. I don't mind if you ask if people are being intimate, my darling. Go ahead. I love a little bit of an intimate question. You should know me by now. Let's see if they're being intimate. Let's see. Let's see, Rainforest. Oh, yes. Okay, they have been intimate in the past, but they're not being intimate right now. Okay, so you got 2 no's for being right now, but the past they have been, but right now, no. Okay, he's refusing to have it done right now. Okay, she's trying to get the kinky shit. She really is. It's just not working. Thank you for the follow. If you'd like to know what Derek is feeling towards you, that's all right, my darling. We can have a look at the feelings towards you. Let's have a look. Thank you for your 3-card donation. So let's see what you get. You actually get 4 cards, my darling. Okay, this 4 cards came out for you, okay, boo? So you're getting 4 for the price of 3. So, I feel like he's quite conflicted about you, my darling. He doesn't quite know what he wants. I feel like there's a lot of people going against him at the moment. So it's almost like he's told people how he feels about you, and they're there like, look, there's someone better coming your way. So he's there like, I really want to go with you, meaning her. He's like, I really want to go Crystal, but everyone's going, no, you shouldn't. So I feel like he's becoming really conflicted on the inside. I feel like he really does want to go with you, so I do feel like he is going to go with you. I do feel like he is planning to go for you, my darling. I just feel like there's a lot of people going behind your back and going behind his. I feel like they're almost trying to get him into a surrender to doing what they want. I feel like they like controlling him, but I feel because he's got a brain of his own, my darling, I don't think that this is possible. So I feel like this is going to be, pardon me, very hard for them to control. With the Emperor, what we're looking at here is him being stubborn and thinking about this very methodically, very carefully as well. So although he's got the conflict on the inside, I feel like he is being safe with his thoughts. I feel like he is deciding correctly. We're looking around about the 26th. We are. Okay. Around about the 26th. Something's going to be happening. We're looking at around about the 19th of October. I do feel like he did speak to some of his friends about you, we are. But they were slightly held back. They weren't completely honest. Okay. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Rosie. They weren't completely honest, okay? So I feel like he's trying to come in, but we've got to struggle. We've got to struggle. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? So that could be where the struggle is. You blocked him, so it's almost like he's trying to struggle to come back in. Well, I'm glad that made sense, my darling. But yeah, link in bio if y'all would like to book a reading with me. Don't forget to go and check out our Buy Me a Coffee wish list as well. All of a sudden, I feel really knackered. I've not even done anything. I've just been on a walk into the doctor's today. That's about it. I've got work later. I miss it, guys. Of course, can Alicia. What would you like your mod reading on, Boo? Hello, 25 Mandy. What would you like your mod reading on while I just share my live into my agency Discord? Just a general, smart choice. Remember, guys, I do specialise in tough love readings. Love always comes into the reading anyway. So true. So true. Let's have a look at what you get, Boo. There goes my dog again. Let's see what you get. Of course you can, of course you can name first. So, Alicia, we got the moon. I feel like you need to start using your brain a little more. Okay, with the Seven of Pentacles, you keep working yourself really hard, but I feel like you're getting nowhere. And I feel like that's because you're deceiving yourself. So I feel like you're trying to work way too hard on yourself, my darling. Okay, without actually thinking of what's coming. I feel like you're pushing yourself too far to the point where you're killing your old self. And I feel like you need to be more aware of this. I feel like you need to be a little bit more careful with this, my darling. Okay, and I feel like you need to trust yourself a little bit more. Hello, Jay Cardos. So, okay, I feel like you need to be a little bit more careful of this. We've got the Ace of Swords as well, so it's almost like you're trying to win. I feel like you need to understand where you're going. Okay. You need to understand where you're going, what you're doing, what's happening. Okay, and what is going to happen for you. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is of course you can ask yes or no, my darling. What I'd also say here for you as well is almost focus on your money. Okay, focusing where your money's going, what you're doing with it as well. With the sum, what I'd also say here is look at the positivity that is coming your way. Okay, I feel like you're a very massive pessimist. Okay, and I feel like you're looking at the pessimistic side of the life instead of looking at the truth of the life. Okay, you're not seeing all of the joy, all of the love. Okay, so I feel like this is holding you back, and I wouldn't say it's holding you back in a completely negative way. It's just stopping you from getting the joys that you could be deserving of yourself. Okay, and almost stopping you from getting to where you need to get to. So what I would say here is I feel like you need to almost look at where you're going to go and be a little bit more optimistic, my darling, okay? Instead of holding yourself back. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Okay, believing yourself and believing your emotions. Look at what your emotions are showing you. Okay. Two of Cups, listen to your angels, my darlings. Okay, they're there to guide you. With the Seven of Cups, stop overthinking because you're trapping yourself. With the Two of Swords, you're not giving yourself the time, and sometimes you're spending too long thinking on a situation. Okay, my darling, so we need to be looking at what we think. Okay, what is going on. With the Queen of Pentacles, my darling, almost do your research on yourself. Okay, re-find yourself because I feel like you've lost it. Okay. And with the Ten of Swords, stop stabbing yourself in the back. At the end of the day, you're the one hanging yourself, it's not other people. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? My darling, I'd rather not use other streamers to get me views and stuff. Especially on Twitch. I've got 21,500 on TikTok when it comes to followers. If I want people to go over to a different social, I'll push them over to a different social. I don't need another streamer's help to get me stuff. I'll get it organically, thank you. Thank you for not believing in me, but yeah, I believe in organic views, not in using other people's. Say it. Did you do the right thing yesterday with the message to the person? Let's see. Yes, you did, my darling. 701. So I say yes. Okay, although you were conflicted with yourself, I feel like you did do the right thing. Okay, I feel like the communication was the right way, my darling. So yes. Okay. Is my list long? No. Love the no sugarcoating, honest answers. Why would I go for sugarcoating, my darling? I love being blunt. 21k, woo wee. I know. It's only taken me 3 years to get to that. I'm now trying to get to 20. I'm now trying to get to 30k. I am before Christmas on my TikTok. I'm trying to get to 1,000 viewers on YouTube. I'm also trying to get paid on YouTube before Christmas. I am. So how many more watch hours do I need? So I need to start earning. So I need 3,000 watch hours, and I've done 2,046 valid public watch hours. So calculator, because my brain's dead. 3,000 take 2,046. So I need 954 more thousand hours. Is S going to look for you? Let's see, J card. I feel like she is going to look for you, my darling. Okay, we're looking for around about a week before she finds who you are, what you are, your actual personality, what she wants in you. So I feel like that's going to come in about a week's time, okay, my darling? That's going to come to you in about a week's time, yeah, the magician. So yeah, I'd say about a week's. Yeah, we're looking around about a week, my darling, okay? Yeah, a week. Thank you for the follows, my darlings. And the irony is, I have 21,500 people on my TikTok. If I wanted, like, the problem, thank you for the follows. I'm trying to get 950 400 hours watched on my YouTube. I just need to send 954 of my people over to my YouTube to watch 1 hour of a video. Do you know how hard that is? I literally can't even get 954 people to go and do that for me. It is a nightmare. And people said, so people always said to me, start on TikTok, get loads of followers on there, then slowly move them over to your other accounts. Well, I'm never listening to another person that tells me to do that. I mean, trust me, I'm grateful for y'all. But the next person that goes, it's going to be easy. Shut up. It's not. It is not. Because I've got 655 followers on YouTube. I'm just saying. Like, you know, all these influencers going, oh, do this, do that, do this and you'll get this. No, you don't. What you need to do is work. You need to put the effort in. You need to try. Like when people go, oh, do this amount of videos here, do this amount of hours here, put this song to that. No, it doesn't work. Might work for them. It's not going to work for you. And this is why I say YouTube coaches, TikTok coaches, YouTube video coaches on doing this and doing that. These techies that claim they know the TikTok algorithm, they don't. Because they're just doing the trends. At the end of the day, not everyone can do trends. I can't do trends because I'm a tarot reader. So when these people go, you need to do this trend, you need to do that trend, no, you don't. What you need to be is yourself. And then you can get to where I am by just being yourself, by just putting the work in, just putting the effort in. And this is what people need to realise. How on earth did we get onto that? Did I just have an ADHD moment? Where we start talking about one thing and then we get on to another. Feel like we did. Always, yeah. Have I got new nails? I have. It's getting near Christmas, so it's classy nail times. It is. Thank you, my darlings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I have rainforest for your reading, my darling? Very classy, I know. I mean, it's near Christmas, so I might as well. Because I've got like a month till I get my nails done again. My nails are at the moment are Glinda from Wicked Lucky. See, I can't do that, so I do my nails every 4 weeks. I do, otherwise it's going to cost me £100. £100 a month, which is £1,200 a year to get my nails done. No, it's not. It's more than. No, it is that. Yeah, £1,200 a year. So, yeah, I pay 50 quid for my nails each time, roughly. About 45, 50 each time. So I can't go for wicked nails because all the wicked designs that I wanted would only last for 2 weeks. And I have to get my nails done again. So I have to go for like natural. So because everyone sees my hands, I go for natural base. See, I can't have stick-on nails. I've tried stick-on nails and it burns my skin. I have allergic reaction to the glue. So I found out I can't have stick-on nails. Well, I can, but I have to be very careful what glue I use. Otherwise, I literally break out. I have allergic reaction to the glue. So I just pay someone to do it. So, Rainforest, what would you like your reading on, boo? I have no idea why I'm so drawn to this deck. I think it's because I like the backing of it. Just a general? Oh, you're going to regret saying that. That's all I'm going to say. Straight off the bat, I'm hearing you're going to regret asking for a general. Let's see what you get, boo. Let's see why you're going to regret it. Three of Pentacles. You need to start using your brain more, my darling. Okay. I feel like you're letting things happen for the fun of it. Not like for the fun, but you're almost doing nothing to stop it. Okay, you want money coming in, but you're not really doing anything to get the money. Okay, you're not really fighting back. Okay. With the Nine of Swords, you're creating stress for yourself and anxiety because you're not doing anything to protect yourself. Okay, you're doing things to protect others, you're making excuses for other people, but with your connections to yourself, you're not actually doing anything. Okay, Four of Pentacles, start keeping your energy to yourself and start focusing on yourself. I know we're always taught not to be selfish, but in this scenario for you, my darling, you need to be selfish. Okay, you can't be relying on other people to do your shit for you. Okay, you have to do your own. Okay, and sometimes that will involve removing other people that aren't necessary to you. You need to act, Ace of Wands. Okay, you need to act on your impulse decisions sometimes. Okay, use them to help yourself out. Okay, use them to protect yourself, my darling, because sometimes we need that protection. Sometimes we need that love. Okay, and we need to know we are going to be safe. Okay. And I feel with you, sometimes you don't act on those decisions because you're scared. You want to, but sometimes you're just too scared to. Okay, Six of Swords, the Titanic. Okay, you're heading towards the iceberg. Okay, you're the ship and your emotions are the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg you can barely see, and it's almost getting to the point where it's going to be too late. It is almost getting to the point where you're about to sink. Okay, and get yourself into a situation you can't get out of. With the High Priestess, you need to start using your brain more, my darling, to protect yourself, to show where you're going, to show what is happening, and to show where things are going to be going for you in the future. Okay, but you can't expect everyone around you to know you need the help. Okay, you have to know yourself, my darling, and I don't feel like you do. Ace of Pentacles, you got new money coming in. Be ready for it, be wise for it, okay? Almost like create a savings account for yourself, maybe create savings for yourself, my darling. Okay, I think that could help you. With the Eight of Swords, you're trapping yourself in this situation instead of putting yourself in a happy situation. Okay. What I would also say here as well, my darling, with Six of Wands is you want the success. You just can't get it because you're creating too much conflict inside your brain. Okay, you're not giving yourself that trust, that joy. Thank you for the heart, me. Okay, you've got a lot on your plate right now, and I feel like you're almost at the point where you just want to give up. Okay, you can't give up yet, my darling. Okay, you can't give up yet. Okay, don't. Keep going forwards, keep trying, and you'll succeed, okay, boo? Does that make sense? Yeah, Queen of Wands, go for what you're passionate with. Okay, with the Tower, you need to almost restart yourself. Thank you for the follow. If you want a general, my darling, link in bio. It's also got my price list as well. Otherwise, yes or no's are free. Do you need to rewind? Rewind for what, my darling? You want the money and love at the same time. You gotta go for one or the other, my darling. You can't go both at the same time, okay? So what you need to do is go for your money first, go for the love last. Okay, because your love will come in once the divorce goes through. So focus on your money because the divorce is out of your hands. Okay, so focus on your money, my darling. Because the divorce is completely out of your hands right now. Okay, you can't help with that. You can be emotional support, but that's it. Okay. Okay, boo. So yeah, go for the money. Go for the money. Manifest the money, my darling. That is what you deserve and that is what you need. Okay, boo, does that all make sense? You have another interview today. Let's see if you're going to get it. Honey, you're going to get offered that interview, my darling. You're going to get offered it. You're going to get offered the job. Okay. If you'd like to book a private reading, message me on Instagram, WhatsApp, or email. Okay, Instagram, WhatsApp, or email. And that's for private. And I'll send you all the details that you need. Always go for the dollars first, the rest will follow. Exactly. Exactly. The rest will follow. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. So you work 2 jobs. That's fine, my darling. As long as you're going for the money and you're happy with doing 2 jobs, it's fine. It's fine. As long as you are happy to put in the hours and that your mental health is going to suffice for it, you'll be fine. The moment you know it's not doing you any good mentally is the moment you stop. Okay? That is when you need to make the choice going, look, it's not doing me any mental good. We need to start one of these jobs. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Queen. Queen for 5. Well, for mini. I've just realised that I've ignored Ollie for about an hour now. Oops. I'm deleting my red note. Not right now, obviously. Hey, Queen, what would you like your reading on, boo? What's coming new for the rest of November, honey? I can't do that. You know I can't. You know I can't, boo. Because that would be what do I charge for month reading? Where's my list? Where's my price list? For fuck's sake, where is it? There it is. You know I can only do energy for that one because the 1 month is 33.33, so 15.15 for you. As your mod. So you get half price on all readings. As your mod and a super fan. So for that month reading, that would have to be 15.15 for you, okay? So how will work be with you? We can do that, my darling. We can do that. Let's have a look. Jesus, I have a lot of notifications. 1 sec. Let me get rid of some of these notifications. Alicia, so I'm just going to swipe away my Snapchat. You might have to remind me to look at that later. Sorry. So, Queen, let's have a look. You're working from home tomorrow. Okay. And it's not a bad thing. Right, you are the fool, my darling. You're not listening to yourself. You want balance and you want justice, yet you don't want to speak your mind correctly. Thank you for the follow. Okay, the problem with you is you've got no filter. Okay, you don't filter what you say, you just say it. So what we need to do in your work is filter. Instead of saying to your boss, this is too toxic for me, and slightly calling him toxic at the same time, filter it and give an explanation to what you're finding toxic. Okay, don't just blurt out, this is too toxic for me. Okay? Because the moment you just say this is too toxic and the moment that is your opening line is the moment everyone starts falling away from you and stops giving you sympathy because you start being the toxic one. Okay? So we need to think about what's going on. Okay? We need to think of what we're saying, okay, and how blunt it's coming across. And no one tell me to take my own advice. Okay, we need to think of how that's going to make other people feel. Okay, and you might need to actually explain to the people that are pissing you off why they're pissing you off. Okay, then go to the boss. Okay, try and resolve it yourself first. You're a grown ass woman, you're a grown ass person. Okay, you don't need to go and do tattletale every single time something goes wrong. Sometimes you can sort it out yourself like grown-ass people. Okay? If you know they're talking about you, go and tell them to stop talking about you and tell them you know that they are. Okay? And if they carry on, then bring the boss in. Okay? Don't just do the boss firsthand. Okay, the moment you do the boss firsthand is the moment you surrender all of your cards. When did I become so wise? I'm still yet to find out, because I'm not wise when it comes to myself. We have the Three of Pentacles as well, my darling, so yeah, this is almost learn from your mistakes. Because at the end of the day, like, you're literally tying your own noose, making your hanging station, and hanging yourself. Because you're not explaining to the other people what is going wrong. You're not explaining to them you don't like them talking behind your back. You're just going straight to the top power and just not explaining to them what's going on. To them, they think they're just having a fun and a laugh. They don't know what's actually happening to your mental health or what's happening to you because you've not told them, you've not been blunt. But filtered blunt, where you're not cussing them out. Okay, you've just ignored that complete part. Okay. And gone straight to the top power. How are they meant to stop if you don't explain anything? Okay. Have you tried talking to them? No. Have you tried getting them to listen? No. Let them know what is happening. Okay. And then if they carry on, then go to higher power. Okay, but have you explained? Have you gone to them? This is really annoying me. This is hurting me. Or have you just gone, this is fucking hurting, you need to fuck off and shut up? Which have you done? Did you go the nice blunt or did you just go to let's have a fight blunt? Which one did you do? Because we all know which one you did. Let's just see if you know which one you did. Okay. We need to take away those sarcasms, my darling. We need to actually think about what we're doing. Okay, before we do it. Okay, and you need to use that brain a little bit more, my darling. Okay, because you can use that higher power. Yes, that's completely fine. Your higher power is there to help you out. But still try and keep it in your own hands as well. If they're talking about you, give them a reason not to talk about you. Don't tell them information. Don't give them information. Don't give them the time of day. Don't give them ammunition. Because if they're talking about you, they've got ammunition on you. They've clearly got something you've done. Okay. They've clearly watched you do something if they can talk about you. Okay. So it doesn't matter. You need to be careful what you say in the workplace. It will always come back around them. You could say something to your friends who might be friends with them. Okay. You could do an action that they can turn around onto themselves. Okay. So you need to make sure there's literally 0 things that you are doing that they can twist. Okay. 0. Okay. You don't want them to see you do anything. You don't want them to hear you do anything. You don't want them to hear from other people that you've done something. Okay. So we need to make sure that all of that is being 100% followed and not a 99%. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? I really should be a guidance counsellor. Or a life counsellor. Or a life coach, that's the word I'm looking for. Please don't spam your questions because I will ignore them. If you're the only message that is going on the screen, I will ignore it. Because you've clearly spammed it too many times. I can be your life coach. Thanks, boo. I'm actually thinking of taking online college courses to be a counsellor. I am. Of course your grandma's proud of you. Why wouldn't she be? You've just had 60 McNuggets. Why did you have 60 McNuggets? You definitely should. You'd be great. Thank you. You should. You're wasted. Thanks, boo. But does that make sense, Queen? Also, don't worry, I've been to the doctors about my cough and my laugh. My asthma inhaler's being upped on the dosage. I would still be doing this. The counselling would be part of this. It would. You would be able to book counselling sessions with myself. Yes, it did, Rosie. Your next boo. So if I took the counselling course and I passed, I would also do counselling. I would work for myself, and I'd do like you'd be able to put counselling session with me. Because in all fairness, as a tarot reader, I feel like your counsellor already. I mean, for goodness sake, some of you book a reading with me. We spend the first half, I remember someone booked, I think it was a 40-minute reading with me. We spent the first 20-25 minutes with me being like a counsellor. I was just sat there listening. They were just opening up to me. So I do feel like a counsellor half the time, and to be quite frank, most of my friends use me as a counsellor. So I am thinking of taking up the counselling course. I am taking up one counselling course for definite, which is the listening and speech thing. So I am taking that up, so I will be doing that course. And then I'm thinking about taking the other 3 courses. You always need counselling, lol. I don't know where Queen's gone. Queen, did that make sense, boo? I can't move on until I know it made sense for you. Where's Queenie gone? Thanks for the follow. Well, on the group chat, I always need counselling. I named our group chat on Snapchat with me, Alicia and Ollie. I named it Unpaid Therapist Group Chat. Literally. Literally. Oh, who doesn't need counselling? It's big bucks. It's a big buck corporation, it is. Right, I'm going to presume that made sense to Queen because she's either being filtered or she's not here and she's gone back to work. I don't know which one. So we're going to move on. And do I have Rosie? You sent a £5 through Kofi. Hello, Rosie. Is your question on Kofi? That's illegal. What's illegal, Ollie? I'm sure it did make sense. I'm sure it did. It's just a general? Okie dokie. Thank you, boo. Let's see what you get. I don't want to use this deck for you. I feel like I've been using that deck too much. I want to use a different deck for you. I don't know what I want to use for you. Also, don't forget to check out my Buy Me a Coffee. We do have some amazing decks now. We've got one package. Okay. Only popped in to say hi. Then why did you say that's illegal? What is illegal, Ollie? You're speeding? Is that what we're talking about? Bye. The moment I bring up his speeding, he just goes bye. Oh, that's made me laugh. What was I going to say? I wasn't actually going to say anything. I chose the deck. Here we go. Let's see what you get, boo. Let's see what is coming. Let me find the timestamps. One sec. You're going to be catching the speeders in 20 minutes. So you're catching yourself, are you, Ollie? Just wondering. Mum has screenshots. Here we go. Let's do your reading now. Let's do your reading now, Rosie. Let's see what you get, babe. You might be meeting with the sheriff car on Sunday. Car guy on Sunday. That's nice. Remind me who that one is? Oh, wait. Don't meet with strangers, chat. Don't do an ollie. He's just meeting up with random strangers off the internet that he's found. I have to say that because this is my job, so I have to promote safety and online safety, even if I don't follow it. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Linda. So, straight off the bat, my darling Rosie, you need to learn to allow other people in. Okay? You need to learn to allow other people to help you. Okay? And allow other people to believe in you, my darling. I feel right now it's almost you're a little self-centered. You don't want other people. Okay? You just want yourself. Okay, my darling. And I feel like you need to allow other people in to believe in yourself to create the connections with oneself. Okay. What I would say here is you need to take opportunities that are coming your way. Have a good one, Ollie. Okay, you need to take opportunities that are coming your way. Okay. Allow the joy in, allow them to be following you. Okay. Allow the opportunity to be following you. Have them with an open heart. Okay. You and Ollie are showing its own. Thank you, boo. Because we have people that want to create relationships with you, we have people that want to be around you, but then you're creating stagnation around them because you won't allow them in. Okay? You won't allow them to help you and protect you, to show you the connection of love. Okay? What I would say here is you need to allow these people in. Okay? And then they will come in. Okay? You always think you're going to get hurt. I hope you get hurt. Okay? And I hope you get loved at the same time. It's what makes you grow. If you don't get hurt, you become a snowflake when you do. If you're always trying to avoid pain, you're just going to grow into a snowflake, because as soon as pain gives you a good old slap in the ass, you'll be on the floor crying when it's actually just a little flick on the ass. Okay? And that's because you've not been subject to the pain. You've not understood it, you've not been around it, you've not had it. Okay, so you need to sometimes allow the pain to come in so that you can know how to deal with it when it happens again. Okay. You need to learn how to deal with it. You need to learn how to let other people in so that they can help you with it. Okay? Instead of always hiding from it and living in the dark, because that's not going to help you. Okay? Not runs through my mind if my BF is cheating because I don't want to happen to me again. If it happens to you again, my darling, it happens to you again. You can't stop it. You just have to learn to deal with it and express that to other people. You have to learn to allow other people in to help you through it, because the moment you push people away is the moment they can't help you, which is the moment you start hitting rock bottom, which is then when we need to call 999, we've got someone on a bridge. Okay? Because they didn't allow the people in to help them because they thought no one wants to help them, no one likes them. Okay? You need to see the people around you that want to help you instead of push them away, because they will be there at your most dire need. Okay? And sometimes you're pushing away the people that actually want to be there, that actually want to help you. Okay? You're pushing away the people that actually want to show you the love, be the family. Okay, and is that what you want? Because I don't think it is. I don't think that's what you want. I think you want family around you. I think you want your community around you. Okay, I know you like your community. I know you like family. Okay, you're a very family sort of person. But you've got to start letting it in. You've got to start letting it happen. Okay? Let them show you the love, the light, the joy. Okay? Let them be there for you. Okay? Because the moment you start allowing people in is the moment you start getting love, the moment you start getting more money, the moment you start getting more enjoyment, more happiness. Okay? It's the moment you start thriving. Thank you for the gift. The moment you push them away is the moment everything falls. Okay, everything hits the ground. And that is not what we want. We want a simple and happy life, my darling. Okay, sometimes simplicity can actually help you. And I feel like this is what you need to realize is that simplicity is here to help, and we just got the lovers. Okay, we just got the lovers. Okay, so simples, you need to find the love that is going to be there for you instead of walking away from it because you're scared of being broken, so you walk away. Does that make sense? Does that reading make sense, Boo? Okay. You're very welcome, my darlings. I bet you if anyone's looking at getting like a harsh truth reading with me, tough love reading with me, they're probably sat there thinking, I don't know if I want to get one now, if that's just what a general looks like. They're probably sat there thinking, oh Lord. If that's a general tough love, what's the actual tough love reading? I can take it, lol. I love straightforward people, brilliant. Where can I pay for a reading that made me want one? One more. Thank you, my darling. Link in bio, my darling. If you go to the link in my bio, it's got all my price lists as well with all my different prices on it. Okay. Also, guys, don't forget to check out and buy me a coffee wish list as well. We do have some amazing decks in there. Okay. So don't forget to check that out as well. So let me see who is next on the list. And let me just write these people down. Do 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 do. Who did I just do? Rosie. I did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I know you've donated, Linda. I will get to you. Just be patient, please. Otherwise, I will send a refund if I'm not going at the speed that you need me to go at, my darling. Just remember, we go at my speed, my darling. What you got time to make a cuppa, my darling? Cuppa only takes like 2 minutes to make. You get PayPal Plus for free. Oh, it's a loyalty program. One sec. Mum, PayPal Plus isn't a pay thing. You know, coffee shops and stuff. It's a loyalty program. So it's basically true. If you've got PayPal, guys, go and check your thingy. One sec, guys. Just logging back into my PayPal. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Give me one sec. My PayPal's just gone through a freezing moment. Give it a second. Are you second or third? I don't know yet, my darling. I'm just checking my PayPal. So I've got Tracy next. I was just checking I've written everyone down. If you'd like a reading through email, Brandon, if you message me on WhatsApp or email, so my email is cardreadingswithjamie@gmail.com, or if you message me on WhatsApp at 07398958383, that is my work WhatsApp. Okay. And I'll get back to you as quickly as I can with all the T's and C's and prices. Okay, if you pay within, so I'll quickly say it. With the email is 2222, and once you sent the 2222 over with your questions, you get up to, I think, about 9 questions, my darling. Okay, and with those 9 questions, I will put that all into an email, and then I'll send you the email within 72 hours of purchase. Okay, I do everything apart from law. Okay, still send me the message though, and I'll send you the full T's and C's and everything, and the full information. Okay, my darling. With everything that happens in the email reading, okay, boo? So do not worry. So, Tracy, what would you like your reading on, my darling? What would you like your reading on? Don't judge me. Yes, I'm drinking a 1.25 litre Lipton iced tea. You put questions in PayPal. Thank you. So, hi, Jamie. Can I ask 3 questions, please? He did make contact, like you said. Will there be any more contact? Does he still love me? And is he talking to anyone romantically on Facebook? Let's have a look. Let's see. Let's have a look. Thank you for the follows. So to your first question is, does he still love you? So I feel like he does still love you, my darling, yeah. So will there be any more contact? Let's see. So yes, I feel like there is going to be more contact, my darling. We're looking at within the next 4 to 6 hours today. Okay, my darling. So around about 4 to 6 hours from now, we're looking at. Okay, is when the next lot of contact's going to be coming in for you. Okay, and is he talking to anyone romantically on Facebook? Let's have a look. Not romantically, my darling. I feel like he's talking to other people, but I feel like he's doing this out of love, for friendship. I don't think he's doing it out of love for a relationship. Okay, my darling? Does that make sense? You're welcome, my darling. Is there anything you'd like to know? Anything else? I don't want to top up. That's it. You're very welcome, my darling. No problem. Do 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 do. I have that stupid song stuck in my head. It's the follow-ups. Oh, how am I getting messages on X to my thing? What? One sec, guys. I just need to check my Twitter. How am I getting messages on that? Through on my computer. One sec. Oh, is that okay? Do I have Tracy? If I pay now, what time should I come back and just as an estimate, no pressure? What I always say is if you pay for reading now, don't leave the live. Unless you're going to be back before I end the live. Okay. And you tell me that you're popping off for a little bit. Only because I'm not going to be contacting you to chase you up to get your reading. If you're not back by the end of the live, I just refund straight away. Because I'm not here to do all the chasing, I'm just here to do your readings. Hello, Linda, what would you like your reading on, boo? Will Mark contact you and when? What's his energy to you now? Did he see you yesterday? So you've asked 3 yes or no's and 1 energy reading. So you can either have 3 yes or no's, my darling, or you can have 2 yes or no's and a reading. What would you like? What would you like, boo? 2 yes or no's. Choose the yes or no's wisely then, my darling. Which ones would you like? In that bit that you popped there, which would you like as a yes or no? When is contact? Okay. Contact will be in 3 days. And did he see you yesterday down the street? Let's see. No, not yesterday. Okay, not yesterday. So, what would you like your reading on, boo? His energy towards you, we can do that. Let's see what you get. So, I feel like his energy is becoming more positive, my darling, but I still feel like he's holding back ever so slightly. I feel like he's a little unsure of you right now. He's a little unsure of everything at the moment. I don't think he wants to come back straight away. Okay, I feel like he's trying to work on himself, and I feel like he is trying to come forwards, but I feel like he's trying to understand where he's going and what he's doing, my darling, okay? I feel at the moment love is not the first thing that is on his mind, but I feel like communication is. So I feel like he does want to communicate with you. I feel like he does want to get in touch with you, my darling. What I would say here is just right now, the answer is no. Okay, there is not going to be any contact until 3 days' time. That is when he knows what he truly wants with you, okay, boo? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is it is fine to look for other people at the same time, my darling. Okay, you're not tied down to him. Okay, but right now he's just a fantasy. So what I would say here is don't let him be the reason that you're just sat there. Okay, thank you for the follow on Facebook. Okay, is don't be the reason you're just sat there without a person. Okay, without a lover. Okay, my darling, it is fine to find one. It is fine to look for one. Okay, boom. Like, stop hiding yourself. Okay. Stop hiding yourself from him. Okay, boo. Because it's not going to help you out at all. It's not going to put you in the right direction. Okay, if anything, it's just going to give you pain and heartache, my darling. Okay, so what you need to do is look at where you're going. Okay, maybe look at what you're doing and maybe go with some other people. Okay, you were chatting to another guy last week, keep doing that. Okay, keep doing that. Don't keep yourself to him. Okay, he's not worth it right now. Okay. But he was distant, but were you distant too, or were you full on? Okay, because you got to find a balance between both. You can't be full on and distance. Okay, you need to be a little bit in between. Okay, a little bit in between, my darling. Okay. Why did that guy stop texting you? Let's have a look. I don't think he was for you, my darling. Okay. I don't think he was for you. Okay, I don't think you were for him. Okay, so I feel like that's why he stopped texting because it's almost like a soft rejection. Okay, my darling, it's almost like him going, look, it's not good for us two. We're not going to work out. Let's both just move on. Okay, and I feel like that's basically what he's done. Okay, that's what he's just done. He's just moved on. Okay, no, you wasn't that guy's type, my darling. Okay, but I feel like you're, I forgot his name now. Whoever you're trying to pursue first. Okay, you're his type. What's his name? Mark, that's the one, my darling. Okay, I feel like you are Mark's type. Okay, but anyone else, I feel like right now you've just not found your type. Okay, because I don't think Mark is your type, my darling. I feel like you're just clinging on to him because he was the easiest for you. He's what you're used to. I just don't think you want to let go of what you're used to. Okay, I don't think you're ready to grow up and find someone that's actually good for you and good for your mental health, my darling. I think you just want the easiest come by. Okay, the one that you had the most connection with, even if nothing's meant to actually happen right now, you still want it because they are closest to you. They are the easiest to go back to, but they are the hardest to let go of. Okay, I think that that is what you're going through at the moment. I think that that's what you got to work on, my darling. Is instead of being, he's like a drug. You're addicted. Okay, and you can't move away from it. So what I would say is try. Okay, allow yourself to move on from him. Okay, boo. Does that make sense? There's no such thing as definitely when it comes to life, my darling. Nothing is definitely going to happen in life. Okay, if anyone says this is definitely going to happen, move on from them. Okay, there's nothing set in stone. We can tell your future, but at the end of the day, you choose where you want to go. Okay. I'm good, thank you, Sharon. How are you? But yeah, does that make sense, Boo? He will contact, my darling. He will contact in the 3 days, yes. Will it be definite? No. Oh yeah, he'll want to be friends, my darling. He might go for more, or he might just stick as friends. Okay. I think you could do a lot better, but that is up to you. Okay. Okay. It is up to you, boo, at the end of the day. Jamie, you should be a counsellor. You're honest and you don't sugarcoat. You're an old soul. Thank you, my darling. Thank you, boo. So, do I have for my next person? I don't know why, but I really felt like saying Victim then. Thank you for the roses. For my next person, do I have, how on earth do I pronounce this? Ryan? Ryan? Rhian? Ryan? I feel bad, I completely butchered that. Hello, Boo. What would you like your reading on, my darling, while I write Linda down? So my mum just lost one of our dogs. You want to see where we just found her? Well, where Mum did. Who wants to see where my dog was? Now, I don't know how the dogs got under it, or how the dogs got there like this. Where's that? That's on our chair. We've got one sofa and two armchairs. That's on the armchair. Yeah, that is Delilah, Boo. If that was Jess, you wouldn't have even been able to see her there. She's that white. Yeah, that's Delilah. And she's gone straight under the pillow thing. As you do. When asked about love through email, is it alright to ask about Luke? Yeah, you can ask about who you want when it comes to love, my darling. It's your choice, your reading. Okay. Yeah, Delilah loves the affection. Jess will just have like a little bit. She's like the autistic kid Jess is. She'll have a little bit of affection, then she'll just tell you AC to bugger off. Um, if and then Delilah is like the ADHD one. She's like, give me a fuss, give me a fuss. Here I am, give me a fuss. Okay. You did put it in the comments, by the way. Just could you put it down one more time, please, my darling, and I can answer it, Boo. Okay. Only because I can't get to that part of the comments anymore. Sorry, Boo. If the council help you with the house share, will they help you? So I feel that the council will help you, my darling. Yes. Okay, they will. What should the question be? Hello, Gina. What should the question? That's all right, Queen. Will it be today? Let's see. What time zone are you in, Boo? UK, Bill. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I really don't. Let's see. Let's see, would it be today? No, I feel like it's going to be tomorrow, and we're looking at round about 2 p.m. tomorrow, okay, boo? Okay. Too much cod? Thanks, Queen. I actually went to sleep around about 3 o'clock this morning, thank you. Thanks. You got one more question, my darling. What would you like your last question on? And you're sleepy, yeah. I'll be up around about 5, 6 just tomorrow, which is our 3 a.m. Yes. Thank you for the follow on Facebook. I did go to sleep before then. I just woke up. So. Hello, Shirley. Should you take the offer if they say you can move in? Let's see. I feel like you should, my darling. Yes. Yeah, you should. Okay, I feel like this offer is worth it for you. Okay, Booty, yeah. Does that all make sense? Oh, we got another follow. Thank you. But no, the new COD comes out tomorrow. So I'll be up around about 5, 6-ish, loading it up and everything. I'm doing yes and no's now, my darling. I've got no other readings. So yeah. No, but the reason why I'm confused and why I'm yawning is because I wasn't yawning till I started my stream. My plaster has come off somewhere and I don't know where. Yeah, you can't see that on camera. Oh, wait. No, but literally, I can't find it anywhere in my sleeve. Pardon? Why did I eat a plaster that's in my sleeve? You might be thirsty. I have drank almost half a litre of my Lipton fizz tea. Actually, I'm tired. I'm going like on a really high sugar high, and then I'm like going really low because I don't have the sugar anymore. Hello, crazy. Might have fallen out. It might have. It might have. Who did I just do? Oh, I hate my memory. Who was I just doing? Ah, yes. But no, it's fine till I was drinking the Lipton. You like that? I'm drinking the lemon one, and I've actually got used to it. Yes, I get tired of sugar, so I'm not the only one. But no, I'm drinking the lemon one because it's the only one that they had really big. Size of my head. It's actually bigger than my head. Yeah, look. Oi! Cheeky little shite. Rude. I had a food crash after McDonald's. Damn, because it's so much sugar. True. True. You love the lemon one. I've never tried the lemon one. This is the first time, and it's really nice. Will Brianna and you be in a relationship? Let's see. No, I don't feel like you will, my darling. Not right now. You do like the mango? The mango Lipton's good. Are you going to win 10,000 or more from the PCH? Yes, you will. Lucy, what did you pay under, my darling? What's your name on PayPal be? But yeah, the mango Liptons, that's nice. You used to like peach tea? Oh, peach tea's nice. See, it's funny. I can drink flavoured tea if it's Lipton's. If it's like flavoured hot tea, it makes me ill. It literally makes me ill. It gives me headaches and anything. One sec. What? What, Mum? Oi! I'm being bullied by my mum now. Do you like Thai iced coffee with bubbles? Oh, nice. Boba. Boba's nice. I do struggle with boba, but I do like it. It does make me feel ill afterwards because of the sugar and everything in it, but I do love it. Like, I'm awful. I'm really bad. Even if it's going to make me ill, I'll still eat it or drink it. So, yesterday I tried some new fruit. What was the fruit called, Mum? So, I tried Sharon fruit, which is from Israel, the one I was eating. And I was eating it yesterday and eating it. And I noticed I started getting a really weird feeling in my stomach. I was like, okay, it's fine. It's probably just really sweet. And so I was like, okay, it's fine. I then carried on eating it, and I started getting a really weird tingling on my nose. So tingling from my nose upwards around my head. It's like a headache with a tingle. I was there like, okay, this is weird. So I carried on eating it, as you do, even when your body's like clearly showing signs of allergic reaction and rejection. And I kept eating it. And I took a bite, and I gagged. Like, I was full on gagging, trying to eat the bite. Um, so I was like still eating this, and my body was showing all the signs of you are having an allergic reaction to it. Stop eating it. So it got to the point where my body was actually trying to make me vomit it back, just to stop, just to stop me from eating it. And in the end, I felt like this massive tingling through my face, this like headache coming, and I realised it was the fruit, it was the shaman fruit. I realised I was having an allergic reaction to shaman fruit, so I found out I'm allergic to shaman fruit. And when I went to take the bite again, it made me gag trying to actually take a bite. So in the end, I called my mum on, I was in the bath that time. I called my mum on Instagram. So mum came through and she went, "What now?" Literally, because I do call her through just to get me random things like extra snacks. And I think I was annoying her. And she went, "What now?" And I went, "I can't eat this fruit anymore." And she gave me this look of, "You've just bought something you don't like." So I know that look because I do it quite often. Even if I like it, I still give the look of, "I'm full, I shouldn't have ate that." And she's like, "Ugh." And I went, "I think I'm having an allergic reaction." I told her everything, and she went, "Yeah, you have an allergic reaction, basically." I was like, "Ah." And I'd eaten like, like those people that eat like half their food and then they go, "I want a refund." I'd basically done that, but just with allergic reaction instead. My system's pretty sensitive. It's not. I can eat anything. Like, I'm normally only allergic to horses, cats, and a type of medication. Not eating. I don't eat horses and cats. Um, so I made that clear. The medication I do eat. Well, I don't because I'm allergic to it, but you know what I mean. Um, but no, we just found out I'm allergic to that fruit. I was there like, oh. The fruit that actually looked really nice, and it tasted like pumpkin, so I really like the taste and texture. And it gave me allergic reaction instead. I thought it was the first time a fruit has actually given me an allergic reaction. I'm not allergic to food, apart from that one. So that was fun. But no, I've got a cyst. Is it like an ox? Is that the expression? Like my yeah, like where I don't get ill. Yeah, so I've got a constitution of ox. I can eat anything. Shut up. Basically, I can't get. I've been off school 3 times due to allergies. It's ADHD. Deal with it. Oh my gosh, my friend is allergic to eggplant. Well, she won't be getting any mails then. My mum's allergic to apple and pears, and that's why I live in a bungalow now. Same. Maybe it was the ingredients added to the pumpkin. It wasn't pumpkin. So the shaman fruit, the taste. So it's raw on its own fruit, it was, but it tastes like a pumpkin. So it's got the same taste and texture. So it looks like a tomato, tastes like a pumpkin, and has a texture of a tomato and pumpkin. It's just. So it's just the plain fruit, and I was just completely allergic to it. Your aunt is allergic to peas. How can you. What? Ivo says I'm allergic to being unemployed. My darling. People want you, don't worry. Don't worry, you're just allergic to stupid people. Will Paul reach out today or tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see, I can't shuffle now. Yes. Is the personal assistant's job legit? I feel it is, my darling, yes. Your mum is allergic to kiwi? I've heard of that one. That's not actually as rare as you think it is. I love kiwi. I eat the skin and everything. Then again, I eat the whole apple, including the core. And I eat the whole apple of a pear. I mean, the whole pear and the core, including the stalk. I literally eat the whole thing. Nothing gets away from me. Your PayPal name is Lucina. Thank you. What are you sending me now? Oh, my dog looks like a mole. This is Jess. Currently fast asleep. So that's my actual dog that we adopted. The other one we're fostering from my cousin. That's my actual dog. That's a little cutie. And she's like currently asleep. So let me go through my PayPal. But yeah, she's a little cutie. Are you filtered? I've not seen your question, Boo. Apart from you saying your mum's allergic to kiwi, I've seen that. Lucina! Found you. I see your payment, Boo. What would you like to read number? While I wait for that, has it almost been 8 months since he's been intimate with A? Let's see. Thank you for the heart, me. Yes. So it's been a while. Good afternoon, my darling. I technically probably shouldn't be drinking any more of this. I mean, it's only 13 calories. Per 250 ml, it's 33 calories. 1.25 litres. So it's 33 per 250. Let me just do a calculator on that. 165. So it's actually quite a good drink. It's not actually bad for me as much as I thought it was. Your friend is trying to hook up with a guy named Ted. You've not met or talked to him yet. Do you see anything working out for you and him? Wait. So your friend's trying to hook you up with the guy named Ted, is that correct? Water, sugars, sucrose, acids. It's got a 7.5 G sugars in it. I think it's more natural. It's got a lot of syrup, let's put it that way. Thank you, Alicia. Yes, so I'm just making sense of the question before I do it because I don't want to get it wrong. So your friend's trying to hook you up with a guy named Ted. You've not met or talked to him yet. Do you see anything working out with you and him? So is this like a blind date that you guys will be doing? Hello, Dennis. Yes. Okay. Has your friend told you anything about this guy, or are you going fully blind? Like, does this guy have any connections to either of you two at all? Or is he like a complete stranger? If he's a complete stranger, get out of there. Because I'm sorry, but if your friend's like trying to hook you up with a complete stranger to the both of you, this is what I'm trying to figure out. So, like, yes to which part? That your friend knows them or that he's a stranger? I've given you two options, Boo. She told me minimal he is connected to my friend Kirsty. She knows him. Okay, that's alright then, let's have a look. Just wanted to make sure at least one of you two actually knew who he was. And that this wasn't just some random guy that she met and thought it'd be funny to try and get you to go out with him. Let's have a look. Pardon me. Let's see if this guy's actually suitable for you, or if it's a wannabe suitable. I don't think you guys will be completely compatible to start off with. Okay, I think when you first meet him, you're going to want to walk away instantly. Okay, I think you're going to be a little bit judgy on how he looks. Okay. So I do feel like the moment you see him, you are going to be there like, I don't really want you. Okay. I feel like that is going to change though. I don't think you're going to keep that mindset. Okay, I feel like you're just going to keep it at first, but I do feel like that is going to change quite quickly. I feel like you need to relax when you go on this because I do feel like you guys could actually work out, my darling. I feel like it could actually be good for you. Okay. So I feel like this could work. I feel like the communication is going to be the main thing that needs to be worked on with the both of you. I feel like that's going to be the main thing the both of you struggle with. Okay, is your communication, my darling. So what I would say here is definitely work on that. I feel like the energy is going to be slightly stagnant between you two, which is why it's not going to work out straight away. But I feel the more time you give it, the more easier the relationship is going to be. Okay, I just feel like you've got to give it time. Okay. and be patient. I feel like you're both in the same boat here, but I feel like she's told him more about you. Okay, so he's gonna know a little bit more about you than you do of him. Okay. Which I do think that you're gonna find that slightly annoying. Okay. But I think she's done that because he's quite laid back, but I feel like he's also quite sensitive. Where she knows of you, you're tough and that you'll go into any situation and try it. Okay. She knows that you're willing to try as long as it's not going to put you at jeopardy. Okay. So what I would say here is I do feel like it will work, yes, just over time. Okay, you need to not be stubborn. Don't trap yourself in the relationship just because your friend has told you to. Give him time to win you over. Okay, give him time to win you over, my darling. What I would also say here is I feel like he is the sort of guy that wants like a family. I feel like he's quite a family orientated person. This doesn't mean that he needs like a family. He doesn't need kids. As long as he can get a family through like animals or something, he'll be fine. Okay, but he wants a family of some sort, my darling. Okay. And I feel like that's just because that's his purpose. Okay, his purpose is to be a family man. His purpose is to be a family sort of person, family orientated. Okay, and I think that this is what makes him correct for you. Okay, I think this is what's going to make it good for the both of you as well. Okay. Um, we're looking at that he's quite trustworthy. I don't see it there's going to be any third parties. I don't think he's ever cheated before in his life, so we do have that positive as well, my darling. I feel like he's a very upbeat guy, very round your area. Okay, I feel like he's going to have the same sort of interests as you, my darling, so we don't see any negatives in that at all. Okay, we do see positives in that with it being the same sort of interests, okay? What I would say here is I don't think it's going to be a kid family at all. Not right now. Okay, I do think it is going to be animal family. Okay, boo. I think that he's striving to move forwards, to push forwards, to go forwards. I feel like he's striving to look forwards, my darling, to look in what's happening, to look in what's going on. Okay, I think that that is his main end goal and his main goal. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he really does want to open up to you. I feel like he really does want to make things clear to you. I feel like he will. I feel like your relationship will last for quite a few years. So I do feel like it is going to be a full-blown relationship between the both of you. So we do actually have that working. I feel like 2026 is going to be a good year for the both of you as well, my darling. So we do also have that positivity as well. Okay, I just feel like you need to be more open. Okay, more trustworthy and trusting your friend. I don't think your friend would set you up with some old hooker or some old person that isn't going to be worth your time. Okay, I feel like she does care for you, and I feel like she does only want to put you with the correct sort of people that is going to be by your side always and always protect you. I feel like she's here to care for you and to be with you. I don't think she's here to backstab you, my darling. Okay, and I feel like she does really want you to trust her with this. What I would also say here is I feel like this person's going to be very balanced as well, my darling. So I feel like they're going to be very clear with you, clear and understanding in what you want, where you want to go, what you want to do. What we're also looking here as well, my darling, is the Nine of Wands. This is where you got to almost like not defend yourself too much. Allow him to come in, allow him to show himself to you, especially with the star here, and we've got the High Priestess in reverse. So what this is suggesting here is don't look into the situation too deeply. Try and let it be a dream and then look at it a little later on in, is this actually what you want? So live it as a dream for the first like month. It's almost like, you know, a book where you've got to read the first chapter before you can actually judge the book. This is what you got to do in the relationship is you've got to be in the relationship for at least a month before you can actually make a choice. Okay. Before you make a choice, you've got to at least be with him for a month. Okay, but you got to give him that chance. I feel like you owe it to him, and I feel like he owes it to you to give you a chance as well. Okay. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel like the first month is actually going to be quite delightful. At the same time, I feel like he is going to be looking at you. I feel like he's going to be manifesting you. I feel like there might be a little bit of conflict through between the both of you, but I don't think it's going to be much. I feel this is just you two overthinking the situation, but I do feel like you're meant for the relationship. What I would also feel here is I feel like there are going to be choices that are going to have to be made, my darling, that are going to be a little hard at first. But what I would say here is I feel like there are going to be new beginnings between the both of you that are worth it, okay? Do you have time to ask what has Omar been up to and what are his thoughts about? Yeah, we have time for that. We have time for that. You haven't talked to him last month. That's fine, my darling. Let's have a look. Let's see what's happening with you and Omar. Let's see what's coming forwards between you and Omar as well. Let's see. I feel like he's sort of been focusing on himself. I feel like he's been looking at the past with you, almost been looking at the memories that you two once had. I feel like he's become a little defensive on himself. Okay, thank you, Alicia. I feel like he's become a little defensive of himself, my darling. And I feel like he's looked at everything and is going like, you know what? Maybe I do need to hold back. Maybe I do need to actually look at the situation and think what I could be losing. Okay, I feel like he would want to have a conversation with you, and I feel like he does want to talk with you, my darling. What I would say here is you've got to give him time. You've got to give him trust, my darling. You've got to be there for him. And I feel like you got to look at what he's doing and where he's going, my darling. Okay, you've really got to defend yourself. Okay, because I don't think that Omar is going to be completely worth it for you. I really do think that this new guy is going to be worth your time. Okay, I feel like he's going to be more up there for you. I feel like he's going to be more by you. Okay. I feel like he's going to actually be using his brain. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like you guys are more worth it with each other. Okay. Does that make sense where he's just not good for you anymore? I do feel like this new guy's better for you. Okay. Does that really make sense too? Hello, Light Seeker. Makes sense. Very helpful and good to know. I feel Omar is not good for me anymore. That's good. At least you feel like that, my darling. That is good, my dear. But yeah, I just don't think that you guys like. He was nice to start off with, but I feel like he's faded, if you know what I mean. You're very welcome, my darling. Thank you for your patience. You can pay it on PayPal, Stripe, Ko-fi, Buy Me a Coffee, any of those, my darling. As long as it comes through, you can have the reading. That's what I always say. As long as I get the payment, it doesn't matter how you pay. Hello, how are you, my darling? I'm good, thank you, Light Seekers. How are you, boo? Will your son be okay? Let's have a look. I feel like he could be better, my darling. Could be better, okay? But I feel like he will get better soon, okay, boo? Violins playing, do 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 do. Got a tattoo stuck in my head, for God's sake. Literally, I can't get it out of my head. Alicia, is that for a 3 card, my darling? Yes, brilliant. Is your question on, what do you call it? Is romantic love coming your way? Let's see, Light Seeker. Yes, it is. Yes. Romantic love is coming your way, boo. You're welcome, my darling. Right, let me check my Insta. So, will you get a response back from your person? Yes. Will it be okay? Yes. And let's get the energy. So I feel like the energy for you, my darling, is fine. I feel like you just need to be patient. I feel like they're a little bit caught up. I feel like they are trying to get to the messages as quick as possible. So I feel like they will view your message, my darling. What I would just say there is just give them time. They will get there, okay, boo? I just feel like they've got a little bit going on at the moment, but they're getting there as quick as they can. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? Thank you for the roses. You're welcome, my darling. Thank you for the 60 roses. You doing Xmas shopping? If I have money, yes. I've done a little bit of Xmas shopping. I do it throughout the year. Like for example, my friend Ollie, I've got him like a lifetime of Christmas and birthday presents. He's just so easy to buy for. He is. You're welcome, boo. But yeah, Ollie's like, he's got loads. But I'm awful. So, for example, I will buy him lots of stuff, but I know I'm not going to get anything back from him. I'm just too giving. I'm just way too giving. Even if I know I'm not going to get anything back from the person, I still, for some reason, buy them stuff. Literally. I have a good heart, yes. Sometimes I need to turn it back into the black hole it came from. Literally. Thank you, Alicia, my darling. Violins playing, the angels sing. You're so cute. Thank you. I know I'm cute. I'm a cutie patootie. And now Ollie. Quick word of warning, Alicia. Don't expect anything back from Ollie. Okay. Just saying. You know he won't. Fair enough, fair enough. Would anyone like any yes or no's? Or any readings? If not, I will pop off. You don't give to receive. I don't give to receive, but when you spend as much as I do and you give as much as I do over the years, it is nice. It is nice. Especially when it adds up. I mean, for all my friends over the years, I probably well spent about 1,000. Over the years. Not on one person. I'm dumb, but not that dumb. I'm dumb, but not that dumb. Will you be able to have this in for you tomorrow? Let's see. Yes, and yes, it will be okay, my darling. Yes, okay. Is the man you're talking to good for you? Let's see. Yes. Does T love S? Let's see. Yes, my darling. Have you predicted anyone winning something and ever got it right? No, because I don't normally do gambling. I don't normally predict gambling. So, no. No. Let's see, when will your property sell? Let's see. Give it 3 months. 3 months. Will A come back to you? Let's see. Yes. Will you and Andy get married? Let's see. I feel like you will, just not right now. Are M&A on bad terms? Rainforest, that was the name I was looking for then. Rainforest, my darling, they wouldn't be getting a divorce if they were on good terms. Let's put it that way. Of course you can ask a yes or no. I'm going to do a few more yes and no's and then I'm going to pop off because I've got no other payments. Will you be able to get onto the link for the video call? No, but I feel if you message them, my darling, I feel like they will help you out, okay, boo? They will help you out. Are they on the same page as to IT? Is it? Let's see. Yeah, they're on the same page, so it's over, my darling. Okay. Will yours and Q's trip next year be good? Let's see. Let's see. Yes, it will be good, my darling. Also, guys, don't forget to go and check out my Buy Me a Coffee. We do have an amazing wish list item in there for me. Remember, though, please remember this, is you don't have to send the full amount. You can send what you would like to. I'm going to be very blunt. It is the £75 worth of things in there. Please do not have one person just send the full £75. Please do it between each other. Okay? Otherwise, then I feel guilty. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. Okay, so if you do want to put towards it, you can. It is up to you. It is your choice. Should you go with the offer of the room on Paget Road, the King, the Knighton Lane? Let's see. Let's see. Yes. This is not gambling. It's submitted entries and some gambling, so it's gambling. So it's gambling. Okay. Do you want to see someone visiting you? Let's see. No, not right now, no. Will Folk Forest Nursery ever get back to you? They will, but I feel like you need to chase them up, my darling, okay, boo? But yeah, so would anyone like a reading, my darling? Would anyone like to book a reading before I pop off? As I've got no one on the list right now, so you'll be first on the list. Rainforest, if he does nice for her, let him be that nice person. Okay, my darling. Let him be that nice person. Let him make the mistake. Okay, don't you worry. How much is it? It depends what you want. Do you want me to read out my price list? Let me read out the price list. Let me find my price list. Here we go. So it is £1 for one card, £2 for two card, £3 for three card, £4 for Celtic Cross. Okay. It is then £5 for mini, £10 for full. It is then £15.15 for a pendulum reading, £22.22 for major arcana reading, 33 for 1 month forecast. Extra months up to 1 year can be included for £10 for each month. 44 for Witches Rune reading, 55 for Tough Love / Empowerment reading, 66 for Future Life reading, I do need your age for that, 77 for Crystal Ball reading, 88 for Lithomancy reading, and £100 for Psychic reading using no tools. Okay. And if you go over there, you will also see all my T's and C's as well. Sentinel stripe, let me have a look. My stripe is still not coming through. Let me have a look. Logo, got ya. So, you would like that on a Celtic Cross, please. Okie dokie. Let's see what we get. For job and life, let's see. So straight off the bat, I do feel like you are going to get the job, my darling. I do feel like your life is going to get easier. What I would say, though, with you is you've got to stop being stubborn to yourself, my darling. You've got to accept the new beginnings, okay? I feel like you need to be a little bit stronger. You need to stop overthinking. You need to stop almost, like, pulling back. Stop having the anxiety in your brain, my darling. You've got brain fog. Okay, you need to slow it down slightly. Okay, I feel like you've got way too much going on. You've got too many options in front of you. Okay, and I feel like sometimes you might need to just slow it. Okay. What I would also say here is I feel like sometimes you hide too much of your emotions as well. It's almost like you don't want to let it out. Okay. It's almost like you don't want to let it out to other people. You don't want other people to know what's happening, what you're going through. And I feel like this is where it's becoming really hard in your love life, is because you won't allow other people in yet. So what I would say is, as you get better, start allowing more people in. Okay, start allowing more people in, and it will help you out so much more easier. What I would also say for you as well, my darling, is I feel here is family life is going to get much better. I also see that you are going to get a lot more rest as well, which means new job, which means new money. Okay, so I do feel like there is going to be a lot of new money coming in for you. So I do feel like it is going to get easier through that aspect as well, my darling. Okay, does that make sense? If you want to know what job you'll do next, my darling, we do that through pendulum, psychic reading, or lithomancy or crystal ball. We don't do that through the tarot boo. Can't wait. Brilliant. So, Alicia. Excuse me. Yeah, would anyone like a reading, or has anyone else paid? If not, I will pop off. Let me know if you've paid or forever hold your peace. You're just a stubborn person, we know. We know. We know, Alicia. Trust me. If you like a card, that is just £1 for one card, my darling. Look how much iced tea I've drunk. Yeah, would anyone else like a reading? Hello, Polar. That's a lot, I know. Is your question visible? I've not seen your question, my darling. How long will I be live on for? I'm planning to get off right now. Because I've done 2 hours and 5 minutes. Will S and A get married. Yes. By the way, if you're on YouTube, you don't have to like the stream just to get a reading. I'm not one of those YouTubers where you have to go, you need to like this to get a question done. Those people are a load of bullshit. Block them. Don't even go to them. Okay, but instead of going, you need to like the like, it does nothing. Okay, it's a lovely energy exchange, but it's when it comes to YouTube, it doesn't do anything. That's more like a TikTok thing where it actually does something. Okay. Will Millie be okay in this new school? I feel like she will, but not straight off the bat. Right, let me do my final checks on PayPal, and then I'm going to pop off if I don't see anyone that I haven't done. Right, straight off the bat, do I have Kelly? Guys, when I say if there's anyone paid, please let me know. Please let me know. Do I have a Kelly? Otherwise, we end up doing this for a little bit. Do I have a Kelly? You're welcome, boo. Thank you for the heart, me. Do I have their email? Yes, I do. Email. Hello, Valentina, my darling. But I'm going to give Kelly like 2 minutes to join. If she doesn't, what I'll just do is do her reading and then I'll email her. I will. And tell her when to watch the reading. So I'm going to give her 2 minutes to join. Will E communicate to you soon? Let's see. Yes. What's the video you just sent me on TikTok? You're going to hell for laughing at this. What are we laughing at? I'm going to hell for laughing at that. I'm so going to hell for that. Thank you for the roses. I mean, thank you for the heart, me even. Do I have Rise? Do we have Rye here? Why are you still laughing? Because you're as sadistic as I am. Because you're as sadistic as I am. Right? What is your question, right? What is your question, boo? Question. Yeah, you're just as sadistic as I am, my darling. That is why you're still watching it. Relationship and general advice with pleasure. You need to learn to walk away. You need to learn to walk away, my darling. You're getting yourself into relationships that are not necessary, and I feel like that's because you just do not have the brain power to learn to walk away. Okay? I bet they had a bad day. They probably did. So what I would say here is with relationships, with your life, my darling, you need to learn to walk away from the negatives. And you need to learn to walk towards the positives. I feel right now you're only walking away from the negatives, my darling, but you're not going towards any positives. So what I would say here is start looking for those positives, okay? Start looking for what's actually worth your life, what's actually worth your time. Start making memories instead of holding back, because I feel right now at this moment you are holding yourself back. I don't feel like you're going towards the memories that you could be having, the fun that you could be having, my darling. And I feel like this is bringing a lot of pain and a lot of hardship towards you. What I would also say here, especially with the magician, is I feel like you got a lot on your plate right now. Okay, I feel like you're trying to do as much manifestations as you can. You just can't mentally manifest what is necessary. Okay, you can't. I feel like you need to use that part of your brain to manifest. Okay, so take me for example. I've bought my friends gifts for Christmas. I bought Ollie gifts. I've bought other people gifts. I can guarantee I'm not going to get a gift from any of them. Okay, excluding Alicia. I already know I have. But I can guarantee I won't get one from Ollie. I can guarantee I won't get one from my other friends. I can guarantee from every friend I have, I will not get one. So you've got to have realistic expectations. Okay, in life. Okay, this is for Rye, my darling. This was for Rye. Okay, so you've got to have realistic expectations, and this is where you've got to walk away from the negative. And this includes relationships, is you've got to have your right expectations for your relationships. You've got to have your right brain power. Okay, so when you go for a relationship, have a checklist. Okay, make it readable. Go, is this guy, I don't know, we're going to go for the easy ones. Is he the right height? Does he have the right eye colour, hair colour, all that? Okay, and then you got to tick it off. Okay. And then you'll get yourself into the correct relationships that are worth it, the relationships that will go for it, the relationships where your joy will almost exceed your expectations, and you will be in the correct relationships at that point, which is where you'll get your balance and you won't get your fuckboy. Okay. You will actually get what you want and what you need rather than what you don't want. Okay. But you need to have realistic expectations for it to work out. Okay, because right now, none of your relationships are going to work out because you don't have realistic expectations. You don't have realistic views. You've just got unrealistic ones that aren't going to work out for you. Then you're going to get disappointed and keep making the same mistakes. Okay, so what we need to do is take that away and start making it where you don't make the same mistakes, where you learn from your mistakes and where you can actually go forwards. Okay, my darling, does that make sense? Trying to itch through my necklace does not work. I have done yours, my darling. If you go onto YouTube, my darling, and watch the last 5 minutes, okay? So at 2 hours and 10 minutes, okay, boo? And you'll see your reading, okay, my darling? Or go over to my Facebook and do the same thing. Or my Twitch. You're welcome, my darling. What should you message A? What you told me to, my darling. What you told me that you were going to. But yeah, while we're on the matter, my darlings, let's go with our friendships, okay? So we're going to look at our realistic manifestations. Okay, before we pop off. So, for example, how many friends do I have? I have a few. I can't remember how many I've got. I've got a few. So, I recently ended a friendship because they took the mick. They took the pee. Okay, they took the pee out of me, so I ended a friendship. Now, I bought them birthday presents, I bought them Christmas presents, I bought them presents when they needed presents. Did they ever buy me anything? No. No, that was fine. Okay, that was fine. None of my friends buy me anything for birthday, none of my friends buy me anything for Christmas. I really couldn't care less. Ollie doesn't, Emily never did. Alicia's the only one that has. So them buying me a present or not does not affect me. I really couldn't give a shit. Okay, I really couldn't care. In life. So I've actually got two ex-friends. So I defriended E. I defriended O. So O is Ollie. Ollie, I defriended them. Okay. Because they're both people that took advantage and thought that they could take advantage of me. I'm now friends with a new person called Ollie. Yes, I know too many Ollies. This is where life gets confusing. I'm also no longer friends with E. Okay. So this year, I've done the same thing. I bought the new Ollie Christmas presents, but I know from experience in all my other friendships, I'm not going to get anything back. I don't care. I know in life, you have to give to get in life. Okay, you have to give to get in life, okay? Now, for example, let's say Alicia is a job, and we'll say Ollie is a job. We're using people, for example. So, Ollie, you're being used as an example. Alicia, you're being used as an example. Okay, let's say with Alicia. So I'm the job owner. Okay, they both want a job off of me. Okay, Ollie wants a job. Alicia wants a job. Now, let's say I don't know. Hello, Michelle. What can I say? Let's say Alicia, I'm going to offer you 10 hours a week to I don't know 30 quid. Okay, so let's say a Christmas present is that 30 quid. We're going to keep it in season. Okay, they're my elves. So I'm Santa, they're the elves. So I'm going to pay them in Christmas presents. Okay. So Alicia, I pair in Christmas presents. I get something back. Ollie, he's the naughty elf. He's the one that should be working for Krampus. Okay, I pay him in Christmas presents. I get nothing back. Who do you think I'm going to hire? Who do you think I'm realistically going to hire? So Alicia then pays me back as well. So she pays me in presents. Who do you think I'm going to realistically hire? Realistically. Alicia says her. Beck says Alicia as well. Who am I going to hire? Alicia who gives back, or Ollie that just does the work and doesn't give anything? Who would I hire? This is the simplest task, and this is where your manifestations and your managing of expectation needs to come in. So already two of you have failed, which is Alicia and Beck. I wouldn't hire Alicia now. So if I'm your employee, so let's say I'm Santa, I'm paying you in Christmas presents, Alicia's paying me back in Christmas presents, Ollie isn't. I'm gonna hire Ollie, and the reason why is because he's just doing the work. Okay, so he's easier to maintain. I don't have to think about anything with him. Where with Alicia, I would have to think about more, and you'd be creating more relationships with them, which you might not necessarily want. Okay, so what you got to look in life is what you're going to get back and what you're not going to get back, and have the expectations from it. So it's almost like you've got to understand the person and understand the other person. So you've got to understand both options. Okay, because one person's kissing up to you because they're giving back to you a lot and they're trying to get you to stay, where the other person's doing what you ask and only doing what you ask, but isn't trying to kiss up, but they're still being nice. Okay. By the way, Ollie and Alicia, neither one of those two are kiss ups. They were just the best examples because I could remember the names in my head. So in life is you've got to look at what's actually being given to you, what's actually going on, who's coming into your life, who's going away. And that's the same with relationships. That's the same with friendships, with family, is you've got to look at who's kissing up to you and who isn't. Okay, because the people that are kissing up to you are the ones that are going behind your back. They're the ones that are using you. They're the ones that are abusing you, but are giving you stuff so you don't see the truth. Okay, the people that aren't kissing up to you but are just giving you the friendship because that's all they're required to do, they're not actually required to give you any gifts back, are the ones that you want. Because at the end of the day, they're not trying to kiss up to you, they're not trying to earn anything from you because they know their worth. And that's the same with family members. Family members that try and give you a lot more than you actually need and try and kiss up to you all the time, they're the ones that are trying too hard because they've got stuff to hide. And this is what you've got to realize in life is the people that try too hard with you are the people that are hiding stuff with you, and that is the same with dating as well. So when you guys ask me in relationship questions is why is this not working, what is happening, please analyze it yourself before you ask, because you might answer your own questions. Okay, because there's a lot of questions that I get asked. I'm saying this before I end the stream, trying to give this person time to come back in, is a lot of you ask so simple questions and it's a complete waste of time asking the tarot because you already know the answer. You've just got to trust your gut. Okay. So this person still hasn't answered me, so I email them because I've got their email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this person's reading and I'll email them the time slot to go and have a look to. So this reading is for when I can find them. Kelly. Okay, so this is for you, Kelly. I need you to go back to 2 hours and 23 minutes. Okay, that'll be when your reading starts, and you are looking at is Logan hoping you'll reach out to him? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, is Logan hoping that you will reach out to him? Let's see. Let's see. So I feel that Logan is hoping that you will reach out to him, but I don't think that you will. I think that he will realize that you're waiting for him and that he should be the one that reaches out to you, my darling. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my sweet, is I feel like things are going to get easier for the both of you, but I feel like you need trust. Okay, you need trust in what's happening, trust in what's going on. Okay, I think that you've got a little bit too much fear, my darling, because you don't have any balance yourself. Okay, so in answer to your question, the answer is a yes. Okay, he is expecting you to reach out. Okay, I do hope that helps. So I'm going to pop off now, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. I will hopefully live tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a freebie yet, because I might be playing the new Call of Duty, so I probably might do it to a freebie or donation tomorrow, just so I have more time to play the new Call of Duty. I am a male, my darlings. I'm a 21-year-old gaming male. I was brought up with video games. What do you expect? Later on in life, I was brought up. I had a good childhood. I was outside for most of it, and then and then we won a Nintendo Wii. Do you remember that, Mum? So I'm going to tell you a story before I go. Me and Mum never win anything from a corporate company when we give them money for raffles. And one day we went into the Sainsbury's in the city, the other city that we live near. It was a Sainsbury's we went into. I think I was what? We're in my old house. That's about 9, 10 years ago. So I was around about 10 or 11 years old when this happened. And we paid £1 for a raffle ticket. So we saw a raffle and we knew it was legit because it was an actual Sainsbury's member with the Sainsbury's uniform on, the Sainsbury's badge, doing it, and it was next to the guard stand. So we knew it was legit because the guard would have kicked their ass out by then if it wasn't. It was £1 per ticket or per strip, I think. So Mum had £1. I wanted to enter, but I was too young. You had to be 18 to enter. So Mum paid £1, and we put our phone number. Well, we put Mum's phone number on the ticket. Did our shopping when it was under £100 back then. We did. Yes, I remember the time when you could do a full week shop under £100. Now it's almost close to 200, especially if you've got me shopping with you. So we started driving home. So we started driving home. We were talking about our little convo, saying, "Oh, we won't win." We got home. I went to my room to get dressed or something. Mum started unpacking all the shopping. My mum's phone rings. And she thinks, so my mum's skeptical. She don't trust nobody. But she did remember that she had entered the raffle. So remember that, that's important. So the phone rings. Mum answers it, but she never ever speaks first, which is what you should do. If you answer a phone, never speak first. Let them talk. And this person basically went along the lines of, "Hello, are you I'll go, y'all know my last name, but are you Sims?" And she went, "Yes, who's speaking?" Okay. Because again, they hadn't said who it was. She went, "Yes, who's speaking? Who is this?" Basically, obviously in a polite way. I'm the sarcastic one. I'm the one that says it sarcastically. And so then they explained it. They went, "This is whoever, yada yada yada, Sainsbury's. We're ringing up about the raffle." Mum's still skeptical because you know what happens with scam callers. They always ring up about raffles, about winning prizes. And they went, "You won the Nintendo Wii." And that's how Mum knew it was real. So we've now got the Nintendo Wii, and we used to play it. So it's a really good family console. We used to play Wii Fit. I mean, every time Mum went on the Wii Fit, it kept saying, "Can we get one of the players off the map, please?" I think that's actually more me. But we paid an extra. I think it was like £50 or £100 for the Wii Fit board. Like we bought the Wii Fit board to go with it. Really good. I've still got it actually. I just can't remember the code to my character. But like, and we'd like play Carnival. Who remembers the Wii Fit Carnival? We used to play that, and everything you name it, we used to play it. And that's what started my gaming. No, my gaming started with my dad's PS2, but that was after the Wii Fit. We've still got the Wii Fit board behind our cupboards, like where we left it about 8 years ago now. We're looking at around about 8 years ago. We left it behind there. But I got my Xbox about 5 or 6 years ago. So 4 years it's been behind there now. So yeah, that is what got me into gaming basically. And my dad's PS got me into it as well. I mean, what can you say? I'm an Xbox player now. I play the proper console, not the rubbish stuff. So I am popping off. I really hope Reza was there when I said that, but he wasn't. Sadness. So I'm oh my god, I wanted to buy another Wii. My granddaughter, who have a good one, Queen, who has ADHD. I think it would be a great for her. It would be. She'd love it. Okay, get her Wii Fit. Not saying your granddaughter's fat, by the way. It's just a really good game. Get a carnival. I mean, I played all the Star Wars games on it. I played all the Pirates of the Caribbean and completed twice, up to 10 times. You've got like skiing on it, but make sure you get the Wii Fit board. Okay. If you didn't live in America, I could give you some of my old games that I don't play anymore on it. I mean, I used to have. There was something called. It was like this monster thing. This where you put your characters on, and it would send you into this world, like these weird monsters. I don't know what they're called. And then they had a Disney version of it. I'm showing my age now. What were the monster things called? You know where like it was like you had this pad and then you put the monster on top. Oh, one sec, guys. I'm going through my childhood. I've got to tell you what this was called. What is it? Wee Monster. Um, Skylanders. And that's what it was. Um, like they had I never played Skylanders because I played the Disney thing on it. So I never played Skylanders. I would do anything to go back to my childhood and play Skylanders. Um, but yeah, so they had like Skylanders. So like you can get that. That's really good for ADHD. Yeah, I told you she's 4 years old. So yeah, Skylanders, the Disney 2.0, Disney 1.0, that's quite good. What else do you have that's quite good? Carnival, that's really good. That's like a family game. You've literally, it's like being at a carnival but through a screen. You've got, what other games can you think of, Mum? Help me out here, love. Oh, you got boxing on it, so if you want to beat someone up if they're annoying you, you can just box them on it. It's really good. Um, she needs very active games and building things. So yeah, I would go for the Disney 2.0, Disney 1.0 because that's building and it's Disney. I know it says 12 plus on it. Please ignore that rating. It's just because of the violence in it. But it's like the Disney violence. There's no blood, there's no swearing, there's no cussing. It is suitable for ones I would personally say under 12 to use as well. But that is up to your discretion. Okay. Personally, I would say, yeah, let them because it's literally cartoon Disney. Okay. Really good for building, though. Okay. But yeah, that's quite good. Skylanders, maybe wait a little bit because that is a 12. She'll love the dance. So yeah, definitely get um Just Dance is good, but get the Wii Fit board so you can do the Just Dance because some of them require the board. Okay, for you to step up and down on. So I do highly recommend that. Sharon says, "Oh no, I just paid in PayPal. I'll quickly do you, Sharon. What would you like your reading on, boo? You're the last one. It was my fault. I forgot to put the board across saying closed. I take full responsibility, and now I'm pinning that responsibility onto Mother because I don't want to take that responsibility." Oh yeah, I can send the stuff after if you send that. Unless you can use your brain cells on how to do it. So you press send. One sec, my mum's doing my admin for me. I'm teaching her how to use Instagram. Yes, bravo. Bingo! Boom, I did it. Opses is on paper brilliant. Yeah, the fit board is awesome. It is. I'm surprised I never broke it with the amount of times I stomped on it. Shall we get the Wii Fit back out and do a boxing match? Sure. Just without the TV. Sure, let's go. Let's go then. I'll just take my rings and earring off, but leave the middle one on. No, Shibu. Come on, load your fucking thing. One sec, let me reload my PayPal. Oh, Mum, you can remember the 2 hours and 23 minutes, can't you?
223.
Yeah. Yeah. Shut up. 2 hours and 23 minutes. No. This person's job says it is for an orphanage. Is this legit? It is legit, my darling. Just make sure that they're like asking you to actually see them in person or do it over a video call. If they're asking to do it over email, instantly block, report as spam, and report them to Fraud's team. If you've got that in the US, I don't know. Take evidence and everything. And keep evidence. But the moment they ask to do an interview over email, report it straight to Ford's team and everything. Okay, you don't want them. They're scammers. So, Sharon, is Ian still watching your stories online with a burner? Let's see. Yes, he is, my darling. That was a quick one. He is. Do you have any other questions, Boo? Ooh la. So, don't know why I said bloody la. What does he feel about it, I guess? So what does he feel about your stories? Pardon me, or what does he feel about you? Okay, yeah, it's been real, but he sent his driver's license in email, report straight away to Ford's team. If you can get like fake licenses, my dad. If they're doing you an interview over email, report it because that's not an interview. Okay. Obviously go with your gut feeling, but I would just say report and hopefully be wrong. And just be safe. Okay. So yes, what does he feel about the stories? Okay, boo. Let's see what you get. So I feel he enjoys your stories, my darling. I feel like he enjoys looking at them. I feel like he really does want to comment and like on your stories. I just feel like he's a little scared to because it's almost like he doesn't want to give up his true identity to you, my darling. Of his social accounts at the moment. But I feel like within about 2 weeks, I do feel like he might say something or might make a little move on the burner account to give you a little hint it's him. Okay, I feel like this burner account is more so that no one else can find out it's him than anything. Okay. Um, so what I would say here is I don't think it's actually a bad thing that he's going on the burner account. I think it is quite good. At the same time, I also feel like he is going to be like trying to communicate with you. I feel like he will mention something about the stories when he sees you, my darling, or give you hints about it. Okay, I think they're going to be quite subtle hints. I don't think they're going to be obvious hints, okay, babe? What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he really does care for you. I feel like he really does want to be honest with you and bring the balance back to you. I just feel like he's struggling at the moment because he doesn't know how to do it without other people finding out. I don't think he really wants other people to find out at the moment, my darling. So I feel like he is just protecting himself, okay? I don't think he's going to be doing this for too much longer. I do think that he is going to be honest. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he really does care for you. Okay. Um, I feel like he will let the cat out the bag soon. I just feel like it's going to be quite hard to communicate that with you, my darling. Okay, and I feel like he really does want to. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is going to be very honest with you. I feel like he's going to be very open with you. Yeah, just give him time. Just give him time, my darling. Okay? Don't push him into anything. Don't let him push you into anything. Just give him the time that he needs, which is like just a couple of appointments, and then you'll be fine. Okay? Does that make sense? Brilliant. I'm glad that made sense, Boo. Glad that made sense. Right, I am going to pop off now, guys. I will see y'all in the next one. Tulipit for now. Thank you all so much for your support. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, afternoon, or night. And I will see y'all in the next one, which will be tomorrow.